Before we head in, I do have to explain a few things. This is a very active cave like many in Virginia. That means there's a lot of water. It is very slick in some spots. Everyone just take your time, okay? Also, that little sign over there states everything is protected by state law, the rocks, the water, and the animals we're gonna see today. That just means we can't touch them or mess with them, okay? Also, everyone, there's bats right here as well, or right under them. There's 3 that are right over here, but I don't want to flash them. Right there. There's 3 little brown bats hanging out right there, hibernating. We've got the 2 on the bottom that are a little bit darker are 2 males, and the female's a little bit larger and fluffier and a lighter colored fur right there on top. And then there's also one right under us right here too. Wow. There's one right here too. This one is a big brown bat though. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit greasier looking. We've got 3 different kinds. There's also a tricolor bat that lives down inside of the cave as well. So this long tunnel we just finished walking down is not the natural entrance of the cave, which is why it's suspiciously straight and square when you look back at it. It was all blasted out in the 1970s. The natural entrance is right over here. It goes up this little slope and then back through a hole to the left up there. And you can't see any sunlight or to the surface because it's about 275 feet of crawl space to reach that opening. But that's where they first crawled in and discovered the cave back in 1889. We didn't open up this tunnel and put down the floor and the lights until the 1970s, where we did our first guided tour just like this in 1976. All right, everyone, we're about to go down these stairs. They are kind of wet and slick. Everyone take your time. And the ceiling does narrow in a little bit, so if you're taller, watch your heads, okay? All right, everyone, right up here on our left, we're passing our first big formation here. This is the Flowstone Cascade. Kind of looks like a big rock waterfall or a bunch of pointy teeth. And all this blue-green stuff everywhere that kind of looks like the Statue of Liberty isn't copper or a mineral natural to the cave. It's all types of plants. It's mosses and algae, and we track it in on our shoes, and it's growing because the light that's down here, letting it grow. But thankfully, it's not toxic to us or the animals, so really we're just putting up with the pretty color for right now, okay? Everyone, this is the Colossal Dome Room, and right here in the middle is one of the largest single formations of the cave, and this is also one of the fastest growing down here too. It grows at a very rapid rate of 1 cubic inch, which is a ring that will go all the way around every 100 years. I know, very fast. But the flowstone down there grows the same amount every 200 to 400 years, so really this one is just a little bit faster. And it's because of all the dripping water and moisture it gets. And the water is what's carrying the little bits of minerals and calcite that stick together to make all these rocks grow down here. And we do have our classic pointy formations coming down to the ceiling, the stalactites growing. And they're called stalactites because they hang tight to the ceiling up there. And this one in the center is technically one really big stalagmite because it might eventually touch the ceiling. But up here above us, there's all these little dents and domes. These are called scallops, and they formed when the whole room was filled with water, and the water swirled around in a circle up here, breaking away at the weaker clay, dirt, and pebbles up in the limestone right there. Sometimes it grows a little bit less in the wintertime just because we're There's some puddles right through here in the center of the path. Watch your step, don't get wet feet. Alright, this is the mirror lake room. Right over here, got a little mirror lake. You can see there's almost a perfect reflection of what's right above it. It's kind of turbulent right now because we've got a lot of water coming into the cave from the snow that's been melting a lot recently. But also, there's a few more formations in this room, starting with these little baby stalactites right over here. We call these soda straws because they have a hollow tube all the way down through the center of them when they form. But when those tubes get clogged, they start growing together and they turn into beads formations right here, called draperies. And eventually that'll turn into that first formation we saw at the very beginning coming down the steps, that Flowstone Cascade. But up here on the ceiling, this is a really big scallop, like those little domes from the other room. This one's a lot more mature and a little bit older because there's formations that have moved into the center of it. Like all these crispy little shelves over here, these are called wafer formations. And sometimes the wafers will crisscross and turn into these little boxwork patterns, like that tiny little box on the top of the ceiling. And also there's all this sparkly stuff right along this shelf right here. Y'all see that? When they first came into the cave in the 1800s, they were hoping to find gold and gemstones and be rich down here. But when they climbed their ladders to go claim all that treasure, they just wiped away water droplets and condensation right there. It's a big bummer, it's just water. It condenses to a type of bacteria that grows on that shelf to keep it hydrated and ready to drink. Alright everybody, on the other side of the bridge is a dead end room. It's pretty cool to go check out. Just be careful, there's that big rock in the way. I'm going to let everyone walk around right now. Alright everyone, this is the deepest point of the caverns. We're going to hop right down this hole right here. This is the well room, and it's also my favorite room in the cave too. Not because all the cool water and the action went on down below us, but what's right above us in this room, which is a massive stress fracture. And that goes up about 100 feet until it hits solid rock, and then it goes up again almost 250 feet to reach the surface through solid limestone.
So if you're standing on top of the mountain and you want to come right down to this point, it's about 347 feet to get straight down to this room right here. Not to make you nervous or anything. But this water that's down below us is a lot different than the Mirror Lake because it's actually moving and flowing like a little creek in here. This is sourced from a fresh spring bubbling up from within the mountain. So this is some of the freshest water we see down the side of the cave. We could drink it if we absolutely had to in any emergencies. But also there are some more formations in this room. But down here I like to use my imagination a little bit, make pictures, kind of like clouds. But right over here on this little mound is our cave seashell, the conch shell. Or some say it looks like a garden gnome with a pointy hat and a beard sitting there too. And to the right of that little guy is our weeping willow tree. There's all the branches and the trunk coming down to the tree right there. And then there's a slimy fish tail hanging down right above me over here. And then tucked away in this hole, there's some crispy cake bacon that we didn't have your breakfast this morning. A couple of slices in there. And last but not least, one of my personal favorites is inside the wall right over here. It's our big T-Rex skull. And there's its nose, and it goes up to its eye, and then down its jaw, right down through here on the teeth in the center. Like a Jurassic Park symbol almost. All right, I'm going to let everyone walk around the bridge. It's really easy to see a lot of the formations right over here. Walk around as many times as you need to. Ask me any questions if you have them, okay? Safest spot to be. You can best view straight to the top in here. Alright, this room is the canyon room, named appropriately. And this room's a little bit different than the rest because it's missing something really important in here. Do you know what it's missing? Yes, this is the driest room in the cave. That's why there's not a lot of those formations growing down, because they need that dripping water to grow. But also, because there's no water, this is the warmest room in the cave too. It's 57 degrees. Heat wave, I know. But the reason why it's so dry in this room is because this big rock that's right above us, it's kind of wrinkly and gray. It looks like elephant skin a little bit. And this is a mineral called Dolomite. And Dolomite is almost the exact opposite of limestone. Limestone is like a big sponge and lets water pass down through it. But this is like a big waterproof umbrella sitting over the room, keeping it really dry in here. When it hits this big rock, it has to go somewhere though, so the water flows down the stress fracture this way. And if you notice right at the very end, all of our formations start right back up again where the rock stops and the water starts dripping again. And you all see that little red light way down there at the end of the tunnel? Do y'all see that? That's where I live. I'm just kidding. That little red light actually marks the end of the exploration into this cave back in the 1890s. We know that because when they came back in the 70s, all the first tools and equipment were found in that exact spot, and we got to keep them. They're back in the gift shop. We'll see them at the very end. They're cool to look at. But this room is where I usually do a total cave darkness demonstration, if everyone's okay with that. It's what all the animals live in and prefer to see, so it's kind of cool to experience. I just ask everyone trying to meet me up here on this flat spot, if I can get you right up here. This is really the best spot to be. You're right, we have on that flat spot here. And up just there. If we have anything that lights up, any phones, flashlights, or watches or anything, we can cut those off just for a second to see what's going on. Alright, I'm going to go power the room where we just were over here. And the rest of the lights in the cave are going out in 3, 2, 1. Alright, this is total, absolute cave darkness. Some of the darkest your eyes will ever experience. Isn't it beautiful? All the way about